For a decade, Keith Tkachuk was a force for the Blues. He scored 208 goals and helped lead St. Louis to the playoffs 5 times. Since his retirement, he stuck around our town. He raised his talented hockey kids here and integrated himself into the St. Louis community. Now he's rightly a member of the Blues Hall of Fame. My chat with Big Walt is this week's Sunday Conversation. You hear about the trade back in 2001. What's your initial reaction? What did you know about St. Louis before you got here?
Dally Drake was a good friend of mine, one of my closest friends, and he got signed as a free agent in September or in August or something. And he said it was unbelievable here. So I knew I had a friend there. They also had Chris Pronger and Al McInnes, So it was an opportunity that I'm glad it helped. I'm glad it worked out. Larry Plow brought me in, and I can never thank him enough.
All these years later, you're still here. How easy of a decision was it to raise your family here?
It's a great place. I mean, the people is what makes it. I mean, we got so many great, wonderful friends here. You can get around anywhere here in 20 minutes. The school system is awesome, the sports, the people in general, and I'm so happy and lucky that I played here a long time, and I'll never forget it. But it was a great opportunity, and my kids love growing up here. They're true St. Louis kids. My daughter was born here, so.
There's always legendary stories of guys playing through stuff, and you were in those dirty areas a lot. What's the most hurt you've ever been when you still went out there?
Well, I got hit pretty bad in the mouth with a slap shot. That was I've never felt pain like that ever in my life, and so I had to deal with that that was about a 2-year process, and that happened in my last year. So I was in the dentist chair and the plastic surgeon chair for 2 years. Whole career. Never really had any, and I wear a mouth guard. It put a hole through my mouth guard. So I don't recommend that for anybody.
I was going to ask, now your son and Robert Thomas like to skate around with it, hanging out. Do you ever tell them about it?
They're going to learn the hard way. That's the only way you learn, the school of hard knocks.
Do you still see hockey players today like you? Skilled scorers who can score on the outside, bring the puck up the ice, and also get to those dirty areas in front of the net?
Well, they're fewer and fewer now, but they're like Tom Wilson's a heck of an example. He plays hard. I love the way the boys play. So, that's the thing that every team I think needs. It provides room for your guys who don't necessarily like that kind of game, and it's just the more skilled guys. It gives them a little more courage.
You go in tonight with the late Pavel Demitra. We know how much he meant to you. Just what made him special, first on the ice and then off of it?
Well, he was a quiet kid when I got traded here. I got traded for his 2 buddies, the 2 Slovakian guys. He was like the head Slovakian mafia guy, So I don't think he was too happy about it, but once we got to play with each other and get to know each other, we hit it off right away and had great success together.
We used the photo of you on the ice at your retirement ceremony here in St. Louis with Matthew, Brady, Taryn. They're all skating out there. Even that early, did you know you were going to have this hockey legacy?
No, not a chance. I was just happy they enjoyed playing sports. We kept them busy. They wanted to play sports. They were always practicing. But you needed a little luck. And, they worked hard. And as they got older, we were like, oh, maybe they'll get a chance to go play college hockey, get a scholarship, and continue their career. But I never thought it'd be like this. So I love watching them. It's so much fun.
What does Matthew do that reminds you of you the most?
Well, I think his body, puck protection. I feel like he's got way better vision and playmaking than I have. And I think Brady's more of a bull in a china shop like me. But Matthew will cross the line a lot. So I think the combination, both of them have some qualities.
Blues fans sitting around at a bar thinking back on players they've seen, games they've seen. Keith Tkachuk's name comes up. What do you hope they remember?
Well, I hope they, you can say what you want about the player, but I hope I treated everybody with respect. And I felt that's an important part of my upbringing in the locker room, the teammates, your trainers, the people who work the rink, the media, just everybody. And I think I did a good enough job where I treated everybody with respect and made them feel just part of the team. And that's the on ice is the on ice, but I'm more proud of having the relationships that I built in the game of hockey.